In these few minutes, we're going to look at Chrome Bookmarks Save All Open Pages. By working through number 1 to 8, I have done one that I made earlier, which looks a little bit like this. So, for an upcoming video, I was looking at Wi-Fi, free Wi-Fi in railway stations in India, and I've got about 13 different bookmarks saved very quickly, very quickly, and this is how we're going to get it done. So, number 1. Through the number 1 plus 7 to equal 8 is number 1, search in Chrome on a topic where the results open each selected result in a new browser window. What that means in practice is something very simple. If you go to, I'll put all the links in the description box, Google, interesting, look at that, google.co.india at the top here. Anyway, /preferences, scroll down, and what I always use when I'm searching away is something where results open, and that's open each selected result in a new browser window. What that means, in other words, is a new tab, and you don't lose your search page. So let's do it in practice. Having done number 1, we go and search to get crowded with ideas on number 2. So in reality, what that actually means is starting afresh. If I said something like Wi-Fi India railway stations, and there is my one search page, and this is an example really. So we can go in and say, okay, now watch this carefully. When I click Google Station, it's going to open up in a new window or tab, in other words. So there's my existing page. This is the way I normally work anyway. So in other words, I go Google Station, great, okay. Then I can go back and I can say, right, I'm going to think that's quite relevant, but I'll come back in a moment. What else do I need to know about the topic, or can I find? Google's free Wi-Fi at railway stations. Okay, let's just have a look at it, because I know there was news out. I don't want to talk about the topic too much, because I want to go into detail about these railway stations in a separate video. So in other words, what I'm doing at this stage is really just getting an idea that I've got a few things about, that will do actually. I've got a few things. In other words, I've got a few stories about it. What you'll notice, look, is I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 9 different Windows tabs open. I thought they were called, about tabs, but if I hover over on the right, it says new tab. Okay, great. So what do we do next? So we get crowded with ideas. We're up at that stage now. Number 3, we get tired or think about a break, which happens to us all, especially on broadband, because your head spins with all this information. What's relevant, what's old, what's new, what are we going to take forward? So number 4, what we need to do is we need to save the bookmark to save bookmark open pages. Now you can do this 2 ways. Ctrl+Shift+D is the shortcut. So what I could do is I can right click anywhere on the top here, and it will say bookmark all tabs. Can you see there where it says Ctrl+Shift+D? And I'm going to click that now. It comes up to say, do you want a new folder, or I can select other folders. I'm going to say Wi-Fi, Chrome, video, help. That's what I'm just calling it off the top of my head with a misspelling. So I do that. Wi-Fi, Chrome, video help. Okay, fair enough. Save. Now you'll find that number 5 is we can nicely take a break. Then we need to return. So in other words, if I actually went and let's go all the way back, and I'm going to remember I'm closing all these, but I'm going to keep open the yellow and blue screen that you can physically see. First thing we need, so let's say we come back again. Let's say this was our home page, doesn't really matter. Now what we could do is open the bookmark manager. Now you could do Ctrl+Shift+O, or click on the menu top right, bookmarks, and you can see that it says bookmark manager, Ctrl+Shift+O. Click that. You'll notice at the top it says Chrome : / bookmarks, and what we've got immediately is the little folder that is open with all the saves that we've just made. So remember, we could be coming back in half an hour, 2 days, or a couple of months, who knows. We've got all of these things that we want to work through. Now the easiest way to do it, of course, just make sure that we've got the right number, and that is take the break, return, open Ctrl+Shift+O, open all the bookmarks. To do that you must right click. So I can go over here, I've got it on the folder that I need, right click, open all bookmarks, and it gives us a little number 9 there to say that that's what we counted or we opened last time. And then you'll notice, as if by internet magic and Chrome magic, each one is whirring round and we're going to open them exactly where we were last time. Now the final thing on here is, now that we've been restored, is to go to number 8 and say there's a pretty good chance that you might look on others. So you think, okay, where are we going, where are we going? I think the one I needed was this one, which was the Google search page. And then we'll go down just on one that I might like the look of, Railwire. Here we go, Railwire, and we click on it. Now when we go to this one, bear in mind that this tab or page, so we say, is not going to be in a saved folder, and we want to save it there. If we want to, we go to the star on the top right and click it, and then it says Bookmarks bar. So then I can click on a down arrow and you can see it says Wi-Fi Chrome Video Help, which is the folder we selected, and click Done. And then when we go back to say Bookmarks, and there is our new one in. Is that correct? Let's have a look, just refresh it. It's actually the one about, yeah, done. So there's our 10. So that was it. Useful way to work in Chrome. Remember, you need to be signed into your Google account, which is pretty obvious, I would say. Good luck with it all.